Test sample is done on compacted millings, but this is surface applied. Basically, we did a gallon per square yard equivalent, then we did 8.5, and then we did 6.5, and this, of course, this over here is 3/4 of a gallon per square foot. Each of these are 6 by 6. They're a 1 by 4 frame, and we compacted the millings, and then we treated them. Over here, we just took these out of a similar frame. These were incorporated, and so I'm just going to turn the stack a little bit so you can kind of see how far down the saturation went. This is just incorporated with a spade bit on an electric drill, like a 1-inch spade bit. And as you can see, these are all the way through. They're a solid block. They're just like patio blocks. So now I don't expect to see the depth of the sealer. It's hard to see on the edges because they tend not to penetrate as deep along the edge. So we've just got a couple screws here to take out that for the partitions. And we get over here. Probably not as steady as a guy would like to be. Couldn't mount the camera, but they're kind of on a time frame. So basically, this is undone. We unscrewed the screws that came up from the bottom, so we could pull that off there. And we'll tip this up to see an end view. So it's about 1 inch deep for the most part, and that's typically what we'll see in a traffic lane where the millings are compacted hard. It probably will only soak in about 1/2 inch, but on the shoulders and the uncompacted areas, it's pretty easy to get 1 inch. Our new product actually absorbs better that we're using now. I may have to take some more screws out to get this out of there, but let's just try. Let's see. Yeah. No. Okay, just bear with me for a second. Okay. That'll take a little side pressure. But they tend to glue to the sides as well. So it's starting to come. He's in there. Come. Okay. Sorry about all the shaking. Let me take this back here. Do a little better job. So jerk it out of there. So you can kind of see, I'm going to turn this around so you can see the top. It's a solid chunk, you know. So, and this is actually some of the first of our new formula. Quite pleased with it. I mean, she's durable. And that was the 0.65. So the more stuff we put on, the better it should get, we think. Because again, you can see, try to get in there closer there. Turn this to this side. This is typical, you know, along the edges, it won't compact as well, or excuse me, absorb as well. So again, everything's solid. And this stuff is like it's glued in, which is what you're after. You have good adhesion. It's with this new formula. Okay. Try our divider out. Boy, she's stuck to the side wall. And she looks like she's glued to the bottom too. And basically that's a gallon of solution. You know, this 1.0 is what it stands for. And good grief. I'll tell you, when they said this was a better formula, they weren't kidding. Well, I'll eject it. There we go. They just said, come on. Okay, so again, you can see along the wall, but you can see it got down in there. This is the 0.85 that came out of this corner. So it's, I would say, typically that's about minimum. What we find is you need about a gallon of liquid to saturate the millings thoroughly. I can't believe this. What the hell kind of a deal is this? Alright, I'm going to turn this around. 2 hands would be easier, so let me see. We're going to try to get our screwdriver into there. There we go. My God. I have never, in 12 years of doing these tests, have ever seen anything stick in a box like this stuff does. This is good. So this is a gallon per square yard. So we're going to drop this from, I'd say, about 42 inches. Still good. So there you are. So we could, I suppose, sell asphalt in 6-inch. Whoops, sorry about that finger thing. Might have to see if I can erase that. But there you go. I think that's a good test. All in all, we recommend a gallon per square yard of the mixed solution. The goal is to saturate the millings to the point of runoff. If you can incorporate it or rough it up so that the solution will stay on top and not run off, you know, you want it to go down in the millings. And what we're trying to do is fill these little fissures and voids. And even in hot mix, this is why the Hawk Seale asphalt sealer works, is that we use a very thin viscosity solution. And it goes down in those voids, down in there. We apply 3 coats, and so it fills from the bottom up. And once that pavement is full to the point of running off, there is no room for air or moisture. And those are the 2 killers in asphalt, whether it's millings or the traditional hot mix. If you can keep the air and the water out, your asphalt will last almost like concrete. Because what happens is the air gets in there, it dries out the asphaltenes and the maltines and the asphalt. And when you walk across the pavement in the summertime, you smell that asphalt coming up. What's going on there is the water in there, in that hot summer sun, is steaming the goodies out of your asphalt and drying it out. Then it takes in more moisture, then steams more out, and then you get into your seasonal freeze-thaw cycles, which push your asphalt apart. The one thing that I've always had a question on is that why, when you see a street being paved and maybe they have some asphalt left over, they go in and do a driveway or a parking lot, but that parking lot or driveway never lasts like the street does. The reason is traffic. Asphalt decompresses. It needs traffic. And one of the things that Hawk Seale does by filling the voids and the fissures, it keeps it from drying out. It keeps it from being able to get the air in there, which oxidizes, and dries it out. Keeps the moisture out. Makes it a solid piece of asphalt. So that's the end of this video for today. And I thank you for watching. And please let us know what we can do to help you. Again, go to our website at hawkseale.com or email us at hawkseale@gmail.com. We'll be happy to give you a quote and answer any and all your questions. Thank you and have a good day.